Hello and welcome to a vlog here for you. One of our times where I just talk to you for a few minutes, chilling in the studio. Now, there's a few things that I would like to mention about the show Top Gear. Now, that is my favorite show to watch. They always do different things. Obviously, with cars, so they do a bunch of cool different things with cars. The thing is that the presenter of it was, well, one of them, was fired because of punching a producer. She was fired from BBC. The thing is that means that the show is probably not going to be the same because there's going to be a different host of it, most likely, unless they decide to cancel, depending on what the other presenters do, if they quit or not. So that's sort of a thing there's going on with that. He was suspended on the 10th of March, and now he's been fired from the BBC because of that. So there's a chance they'll probably make another show or something on another channel, and do whatever. So there is that. The fact is that Top Gear has been something that's important for me for a while, because 2011, and actually before that, but 2011 I remember watching a lot of it, where I lived before, where I lived then, 2012, 2013 was when I started YouTube videos. Before then, when I lived there in 2011, we had a upstairs of where we lived, and Joel, you cannot do that. No, don't rip these. Okay, so basically, where we would go, upstairs, I had my room, and my brother's room was across the hallway. I would always go across the hallway, and I would always lean in on the side of the door. You know how the door is like this? I would lean on the side of it, and just watch the show from there. It was so weird, like I wouldn't go into the room to sit down and watch it. Sometimes I would, but typically I wouldn't. Later, like 2013, 2012, something like that. I think it was 2013. I started watching it again. I didn't even know what channel it was on. I just knew that it was on TV. So I found what channel it was on. Watched like almost all the episodes from like season 6 when they started showing in America, all the way until season 22, which then we moved here and I still watched it and stuff like that. So it had always been important. And season 22 was good. They had 7 episodes, something like that. I didn't watch the last one because I wanted to see what was going to happen with the show before I watched, so I could have a new one to watch at some point if I wanted to. But that's important. But it's also important because, in a sense, I have a car show on this channel, talking about different cars, and that's sort of what got me to think I could do a car show. Actually, it was the other car one I did, Auto Challenge. That one was fun to do. It was sort of based off of that idea. And also the other series that I had before, Top Challenge, was also sort of Top Gear type thing. Because they had done different challenges with cars, so I just made one that just did different challenges. So I had 2 video series based off of it. One about cars and one doing challenges. So it was important. And then obviously now it's the Cars with Curtis, where I talk about different cars. Typically I get the information from the Top Gear site, so that's what else sometimes I'll mention it in like pound or whatever, because that's the site that I get it from, so how many pounds it is instead of saying dollars. So that's important to everything, but it also said that the show had to end like that, instead of them being like, okay, we're done now, whatever. It had to end with a halfway, and during a season too, instead of, waiting until the end of the season too. That would have made a bit more sense, because it's going to really affect the BBC in the end. Not so much as the presenters, because they'll find another job. They can get another show. They gotta make their own show and it'll be fine. But that's the issue, is that BBC, by getting the show when he was suspended. The first week, they lost 4 million viewers in Britain. Of the 5 million that would watch it in Britain alone. Now, it doesn't really show to effect in America until this week, which would have been episode 10. Because they showed 2 different episodes over that time. What were they? 2 best of whatever thing it is. So when they did that, it doesn't really show up because they were considered new episodes, but you'll definitely see that soon. So it'll probably go down. BBC America relies a lot on Top Gear also, and it's so popular around the world. They got 300 million people that watch it around the world, so it should definitely affect the BBC by firing him. Now, it's not really going to show up and be like, because that's part of their policies. They're not going to let somebody slide just because of the fact that it was the most watched factual show in the world, which you think they might do that, but they don't. And the cool thing though is that the Prime Minister of Britain does back, so it's sort of cool. I don't know his name. Jeremy Clarkson. I might not have said his name. Wow. You'll see it in the news though. Yeah, so the Prime Minister does back him in this. So it's sort of cool because he's friends with the Prime Minister, so that's interesting. But that's really all I have to say about this topic. I just thought it'd be important to share my opinion about something that has been important to me for a few years that I know I've mentioned but haven't really said why it's so important. So now I got it out there to tell you that. But we'll see how it is for another season if they do have a 23rd season. We'll see what that's like.